Hello friends, I'm Ron for the win, and welcome to the studio. So this is the place where I make all my videos. So I will quickly show you around if I can not screw up the camera. Alright, so that is my second monitor, my microphone, my main monitor, and my computer, which is currently filming what you're seeing. This is my desk. It's kind of a mess in here. And then up here, I've got some PVC pipe with lights on it. I don't think this one turns on at the moment. No, that one's currently not working. I've got some PVC pipe up here that goes all the way around the area. And then there's a little curtain rod over here by my studio. And then that ends up over on this side. I don't want to show too much of the rest of my room because it's a complete mess, just like my desk. Here's the other studio light that I usually use. And this is how I usually light up my work area. I will set the camera on top of that speaker, pointing at my face, which is usually sitting in that chair. But as you can see, I've got some ugly sound foam as my backdrop. And it's really ugly and doofy looking. And look at this, there's even like stains in places and stuff. And it's really gross and tacky and gross. Now that I'm done making you dizzy, what I'm going to be doing in this video is I'm going to be making a backdrop for myself. And it's just going to be a solid color. It's going to be blue. And I'm going to I just bought some fabric, and I'm going to tie it up onto those posts, onto those things we saw earlier. What are they called? Not posts, PVC pipe. So yeah, let's do the thing. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a bunch of holes in the thing and do that, but it's in my living room right now because it's the only floor that's open and big enough for it to fit. So the problem with that is my parents are watching a copyrighted movie, Too Loud in the Basement, and I don't want to get in trouble for having Adventures in Babysitting in the background of my recording. So I'm going to do that in a time lapse very quietly. So yeah, enjoy. So basically what I did here is I went along the top edge and about every foot or so, and I cut a horizontal slit parallel to the top edge. That way, when it's hanging by the pieces of string that are going to go through it and hold it to the poles, it will actually not rip as easily. Pipe is angled and curved. That will bother me forever now that I know it. Alright, so now comes the hardest part of the entire thing, which is trying to light the backdrop. Alright, this is day 2. Welcome to the new studio. So I found out before that this light here, and I'll turn it off just so you can see what it looks like. Yeah, best way to support a light ever. It works better if it's coming from the side rather than straight ahead, because first of all, it won't blind you if you look at it. And second of all, this side piece and the side of the light is painted. They make it so the light is more, I don't want to say filtered, but there's less of it. So you won't get that shininess that you usually see all the time. Next is the backdrop, and this was a pain. So if I'm sitting here without the light, and it's not so much now because there's light outside coming in my window, but usually when I record it's in the evening or early in the morning, so it's very dark So the backdrop will appear just black, which is perfect for some videos, like horror games, games that are really dark. That would be perfect. But for most of the videos I make, I would want the blue to show through. And right now, you can see it, but it's a little bit fuzzy because of the darkness, and this camera doesn't do well with dark colors, which kind of sucks, but oh well. And it's the same kind of light. It's duct taped to the stand from a Blue Yeti microphone. So if I just flick it on here for you, you can see that it illuminates the entire backdrop. Well, almost the entire backdrop. The problem I have with it is it's not even. So I now have a fairly decent backdrop, although I'm not a big fan of this light because, as you can see right behind my neck here, and if I lean over it's even worse, it's got this big glare there. And sorry, I was looking in the face cam to get that right. So what I'm planning on doing is I have two of these, and this is exactly what it looks like. It's a bunch of LED Christmas lights stuck through a piece of cardboard with a piece of paper behind them, and the piece of paper will reflect some of that white light as well. And they're going to hang on either side of me, so over here on this side, but it's going to be all the way over here off camera, and over here on this side, which will also hang off camera, and they'll be aiming back at the backdrop. Let me just throw that down there. And that gives it a nice, more gradient blue color, and it kind of fills it up with light more instead of just having the bottom and then the top is darker. So, on that note, that's just about it for now. Wait a second, before I do the outro, I just wanted to mention, while I've been editing this video, Windows Live Movie Maker has crashed more than 32 times. Okay, now that's just about it for now. Let me know whether or not you like this video, and if you want to be a moron as well, plop your cursor down on that big red button yelling you to subscribe, and I'll see you when I see ya.